Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of GRANBLUE FANTASY The Animation Season 2. I already talked about Season 1. This one was, again, still based on the game and everything. Also, I'm reviewing the OVAs as part of this. Should probably throw that in there. And this time, MAPPA took over as the studio that's adapting it. And it was good, it was fun, but honestly it was a little bit bland, and I think it was kind of a step down from season 1 for me personally. Like, season 1, again, it was just kind of a normal fantasy and everything. I loved the world, the characters were fun, and I think for what they were doing with, adapting a game into an anime and everything, they made a pretty solid anime for season 1, and I enjoyed the characters, even though I feel like, there are so many characters in GRANBLUE Fantasy and everything, you could just go crazy, just throw characters everywhere, do a bunch of insane stuff, throw in the fan service like you did with the OVAs, like, you could do something like that and just have a lot of fun with it. That could be a way to go, but they just kind of took a normal, pretty straight, serious, just, story, very straightforward and normal. And they did the same thing with Season 2, but I felt like Season 2 was just a bit more dull. There was less of, like, the world shown off and explored to me, and, the characters, just their development and their interactions with each other didn't stick out to me quite as much as they did in season 1. Again, not that this is bad or anything, just that it's a very, very normal fantasy anime, and it did a bit less to me than season 1. So the structure for this, you got some stuff at the beginning, but then we're kind of set up into 3 sort of arcs. You've got the Vera arc, is I guess what I'll call it at first, and I thought that was a really good start. That was good. The character stuff there was fun. Vera and Catalina were very good. Vera was a character that I thought could be done writing-wise in kind of a sort of lame way, but ended up being a really good character. Then we had, I guess I'll call it the fairy arc. That one was really good once again, but again, kind of dull. I don't know, I just left feeling like, they could have done more with this. And then there's the final arc, which I thought was, once again, pretty good. And that one had more focus on Rackham. In general, I think it was good, but again, in general, and they kind of left things on a note where it's like, I know there's not a season 3. I don't even think there's been a season 3 announced. So it's like they kind of just left on a place of maybe we'll keep going, maybe we won't. It's not like it's definitive or anything because they're trying to say, hey, go play the game. But again, if that's the goal, to draw people in to go play the game, for me personally, while this is a fun, straightforward story, and I think that they did a good job with that and could have still done this, I would have just gone a little bit crazier. Again, throw in more characters, because there's so many GRANBLUE Fantasy characters, even if they're just cameos, like in the finale of Season 1, where they're just throwing in a bunch of characters doing action scenes. Throw in more of that. Just have more fun with it, even if it's, like, not quite as serious of a story, because last time in season 1 I was like, you know what, I feel like the OVA is maybe the funnest part of the anime, and once again, OVA 1 for this, I will say it was nice having Jita back. It's a shame because I do like Gran, and I enjoy Gran as a main character, but I also really like Jita, and it's a shame we can't have both in the anime, and I kind of prefer Jita a little bit more, so it was nice having her back in the first OVA, but it was a little bit on the dull side. But then the second OVA just went completely nuts with it, and it was fun. It was the most fun for the entire season. The second OVA was the best part for me. To talk about the opening and ending, I thought the opening song was incredible. The opening song is so good. The visuals to me are just kind of whatever. Like the direction, I just feel like, you could have gone crazier with that. Once again, it was very subdued still. But the ending's pretty top tier. I love the ED for this. It's very, very, very good. And also, I usually, for all of these reviews, talk about top character, waifu, and relationship. I think my favorite character, I'm pretty sure last time I said it was Catalina, and it's still Catalina for me. She's still my favorite. As far as waifu goes, it's Sturm. Yeah, Sturm, best girl. I forget who I said last time, but this time at the very least, it's definitely Sturm. Oh, I said Sierra Cart last time. Sturm, best girl. And then my favorite relationship from the second OVA, it's Catalina and Jita. That was my favorite relationship. Again, to me, it was fun, but it was just a normal anime, you know, typical fantasy, but the second OVA was very, very fun. And I think that is all I have to say, so thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a little bit on the shorter side. Some of these reviews I'm recording today are going to be a bit on the shorter side for, like, the type of anime I'm covering and everything, but thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. There's so much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you'd like to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks or sharing around, that's appreciated. If you'd like to become a member or patron, you can help support the channel that way. Help me keep making videos. Also get One Piece live reaction bingo a bit early every week, and get your name at the end of videos. Thank you so much. All you gotta do is hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. So thank you so much to people who are already patrons and members. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, J.A. and The D-Man, Sheridan Student, David Ling, Staff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pater Real, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.